What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back and I'm here with my Claws review. This is Claws Season 2, Episode 5. No, Season 2, Episode 6? I can't remember, but it'll be right in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. This was probably the craziest episode that I have seen of Claws. It was really good. At the end, we had a really good, like cliffhanger or whatever, or discovery. Wow, oh shit moment. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember last week, Dr. Ken got arrested at the end of the episode, so he is not there for the ribbon cutting ceremony. They are there to cut the ribbon for the new clinic that's opening. And before it happens, Shlata rolls up. She tells Desna don't worry about it. And before they can clip the ribbon, or right after they clip the ribbon, a red car rolls up with Rolla. It's a red Maserati, and guess who it's for? It's for Desna. So Desna's so excited. I'm kind of worried because Desna was so focused on, like, it seemed like she kind of getting off of her normal focus, which is the family and the girls, and she's kind of focusing on this car, and focusing on all the gifts and the perks she gets working with Shlata. So she's kind of getting loyal to Shlata. So anyway, she all happy about this new car, and Rolla tells her that she's moving too fast with the doctor. And so she's like, I don't tell you nothing about your girlfriend, so leave me alone. He's like, okay, whatever. And he tells her she deserves it. She's happy about the car, and it's all good. So then she turns to Rolla and asks him, are they planning to do an attack on Shlata? And he tells her, ain't nothing going on, but it's something going on. So she need to keep her mouth shut. So, Desna is having a heart attack, wondering who she should tell, this to, or if she should tell anybody. So we with Dr. Ken, and he's, in the interrogation room, and he's telling them that everything he does is above board. They are, of course, laughing in his face and telling him that we know everything you're doing is illegal, bro. So just tell us who you work for and you can get out of here. And at first, he kind of, holds his mind, holds up a little bit and doesn't spill all the tea. But eventually he tells them that it's the Russians. So I think that Ken is going to try to steer them away from Desna. That's why he said the Russians and he didn't say Desna and all of those people. That's what I think is going to happen. But so he names the Russian. Marnie and Polly are walking to the shop in the morning, and she's talking about going to an event, with Malik. And, Polly asks if she can come. She tells her it's not this scene. It's just another scene where Polly is trying to connect with Marnie, and it's just really not working. Like, Marnie just really ain't feeling her or whatever. In the meantime, when they go into the shop, Quiet Ann is all happy because she has been talking to Arlene again, not thinking, why would you tell all the business, y'all, on that episode? I know I didn't review it, but that episode where she told all the business, I was like, girl, why you do that, girl? Why you tell all these people business? So she done told all the business. And now she back talking to Arlene, thinking Arlene is not a police officer anymore. So, she giddy and she's smiling and she's happy. And shows up to the shop with her new car. And of course, all the girls are questioning her, asking her about Shlata. She's just going on about Shlata and says that she's rewarding her for her hard work. And, they should be happy for her. She detect a little bit of hate in the room, a little ice cold, in the room or whatever. But everybody's like, girl, Shlata is a psychopath. Like, you don't need to be cool with it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good. Dr. Gregory has also sent her flowers this morning, so she feeling Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity, honey, because her boyfriend ain't brought her some flowers. And Shlata got her a brand new car, honey, so she feeling like she on top of the world. Child. She tells everybody that Shlata is not that bad, while they're, like I said, looking at her like she crazy, because we all know Shlata is that bad. Desna then says she's going to try to talk Uncle Daddy out of his plan. That ain't gonna work, I can tell you that right now. So we're back at the station with Ken, and basically Arlene and her partner are telling him that he needs to wear a wire, okay, to catch whoever is the head of this drug crime family. And so he's all excited about it because he's excited about getting his secret agent. Y'all, Ken is a hot mess, okay? He said he's gonna need a lot of time, so we could expect a lot of throwing up coming up with him being scary, child, and not want to get these people in trouble. So we're gonna see what's happening with that. Desna does try to talk some sense into Uncle Daddy, telling him that, Shlata got heavy armed guards, and, they're not gonna be able to do it. There's no version of the situation that's gonna work out in their favor. And, Uncle Daddy is like, listen, she killed my family. She took everything I have. It is what it is. I ain't got to play nice guy. We gonna take her out. It's done, girl. Don't say nothing, okay? So it's about to be a hot mess because, you know, Desna look real frustrated after that conversation because it's about to be a mess. Okay, Schlatter shows up at the shop and she says they're going to have an all-male review tonight and Dean is going to be the star of the show, honey. And Desna is not happy about this. She says, you know, Dean can't handle large crowds. He can't handle all that. And Schlatter is like, no, he's going to be fine. You know, it's going to be great. Don't you worry about it. You know, he's family and we're going to take care of him. And Jen chimes in like, wasn't Reva family? She was like, no, Reva was related. Blood make you related. Loyalty makes you family. And so then Desna makes a huge mistake and tells her about the plan. She says she heard that the Dixie Mafia is planning something, attack on them during their golf game next week. And then she asks Schlatter, can she arrange a sit down and so nobody won't get killed? Schlatter says yes. Desna makes her promise that she's not going to kill anybody. You know, right then I knew that she was going to kill everybody. I mean, it was pretty much they letting us know, girl, this girl shot her own sister in between her two eyes. Like, I don't understand how nobody don't get that. Okay? Like, she's not a good person. Okay? Meanwhile, at the club, we see Polly trying to get the guys together for their performance, and we see that Dean is slightly apprehensive. You know he autistic, so you know he's slightly apprehensive. These big crowds, lots of people, lots of noise, you know. So, you know, she coaching them out. She giving them her best fame impression. I love that lady, okay, who play her character. I can't think of her name right now. I know it, but I can't think of her name. But she's everything. She does Polly so well. Uncle Daddy meets with the Haitian and tells the Haitian it's time for them to move on this rush, and they tired of waiting. And you know, he's like, well, I thought you said we was gonna move when the clinic opened. He said Haitian says no, we gonna move when all the clinics are open. We gonna move when I say move. And he said, well, what if I don't want to do that deal? And he said, okay, well, maybe we dissolve our deal. And this Haitian guy come out the car with some dreads and some big guns. I was like, oh, Uncle Daddy, you better get back in your little Subaru and take your ass to the house, okay? So that's what he did. You know, Uncle Daddy was like, you know what? Right now you got me, so I'm gonna go ahead and go home. At the shop, Desna is doing Rolla's eyebrows, and he's showing her a picture of the baby, the pacifier grill, you know. So he seemed to be really, you know, having an affinity for this little baby or whatever, and which is cute. I like Rolla actually being responsible for a change. That's cute. But Desna gets a call and she has to leave. She has to go to the new clinic because the new doctor is down there tripping. And so Jennifer takes over doing Rolla's eyebrows, and she mentions Bryce. And, you know, Rolla's basically telling her the same thing we all telling her, like, girl, he don't want to be with you no more, sis, so you just need to let it go at this point. Just go ahead and let the whole situation go. But I don't think Jen gonna let it go. I actually think they're gonna end up getting back together, especially after this episode. So I ain't see it for them at first, but now I'm like, okay, well, maybe they do need to be together. Like, I don't think they so messed up that nobody else should be with them anyway. So we'll see how that works out. We got Uncle Daddy and his little boy toy. They at a bar, you know, look like a country club type bar. And, you know, little boyfriend, like, I need to go to the bathroom. He like, you got to pay the toll. You got to kiss me or whatever. So they kiss on the mouth. You can tell the other people in the bar are very uncomfortable or whatever, or got something to say about it. And so when he goes to the bathroom, one of the guys called him a faggot or tell him that he shouldn't be at that bar and all kind of stuff. And then he sees Wanda. Wanda appears to him in a hallucination with, like, the blood. She looked real fresh dead. She tell him, listen, the man I know would have beat everybody ass up in here, wouldn't let nobody talk to them crazy or whatever. And I low-key like this because it's a subtle reference. Because if you notice, this man usually plays a very manly man in all the movies that he's in. He's a very manly man, okay? Whatever that means to you. Masculine, machismo, man. But for him to be bisexual is interesting to me. I think that's pretty interesting because it kind of defies the whole idea of, you know, masculinity. Like, if you like boys, that means you less masculine, which is clearly not the case, okay? Especially with Uncle Daddy. So, you know, she gassed him from the grave, and he jumped up and started beating everybody down. When they started talking about him, he was slashing necks, and I was like, you doing a whole lot in the bar room like ain't nobody called the police. He beat everybody up in the bar. Homeboy come out the bathroom. He's so happy. He giddy, you know, he's really happy. He jumping up and down saying he got his man back. And you know what? Uncle Daddy say, you know what? Fuck them Haitians. We about to go do what we gonna do. Now, at the new clinic, Desna is meeting with Stephanie, the new doctor, and she's having a heart attack. Her friend just got busted, you know, at such and such as a clinic. And she, you know, she like, I don't know if I want to do this. This is too much. This is too much for me. And Desna like, listen, this is the time for us to learn. You know, you scale back the prescriptions. You recommend people go to the treatment center. You know, turn away the pill billies. Make a big deal about about it, and then, you know, after a few weeks, we'll be back on track or whatever. I explain the difference, but you can't go down because I'm going to go down, sis. So you got to pull it together. And so she leaves her. So that's clearly going to be a problem later on down the line, too. You better hope she don't turn face evidence as well. So Polly goes home, and to her surprise, Ken is there with his mother. So his mother has come into town. She wants to meet Polly and get to know who her son is dating. And Ken has taken it upon himself to also invite Marnie and her boyfriend, who arrive at the house. Now, when she gets to the house, she says that this is her boyfriend, and Polly didn't even know that was her boyfriend, okay? So obviously the mother is sensing a little dissension amongst them in the group. So Polly says she has to go to work, and Marnie even said, well, we can eat without you. She was like, no, I'm gonna come back, okay? I just gotta go to work. So she leaves them, and she'll be back there later. So she comes back later to the house, and they all eating dinner together, and they about to bless the table. And Marnie says she wants to give her own special blessing, but then Polly says she wants to give a blessing because her pastor was a preacher, to which Marnie responds, girl, since when? Well, since this, this, and this, and this. And so then later on dinner, she suggests that Marnie dyes her hair red because Polly has a twin that lives somewhere. And so, the therapist mama called her out on it. She like, I got a twin. She live in like Seattle. She work at Starbucks or something like that. And she's like, okay, well, are y'all close? I've never known twins that weren't that close. She was like, well, we not that close. So obviously it's something, with her sister that we don't know about, or like we don't really know nothing about Marnie's real life not Marnie, about Polly's real life, to be honest with you. So it's all a new story for us, child. So she, knocked something over after they did a fight the power prayer. And she gets up to leave, and the mom follows her and basically says, listen, if you want to get close to Marnie, you're going to have to deal with what's going on the inside of you. There's something happening with you, okay? And I can see it. And so, I feel like we're going to get more of Polly's backstory a little later on in the season. Bryce picks up the kids for a visit, and he gives Jennifer divorce papers. Now, of course, Jennifer does not want to be divorced. So she tells them, they can work it out. I'm sorry, y'all, my light be acting funny. They can work it out, and things can just go back to normal. They can get a fresh start. He tells her that she doesn't love him. She loves the old him, the motivational speaker, that person that we saw at the beginning of season 1, not the him that he is now. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's still snorting coke, y'all, and now he out here committing crimes and killing people. So he says it's just not gonna work. And, I feel like at this point in the episode, I was like, all right, sis, you need to just let it go, girl. And I feel like she's the same. She was like, I'm not going to make no scene. I'm just going to go on about my business, and live my life or whatever, or deal with this situation. So, but like I said, I think they're going to end up back together, actually. I think they're going to end up back together. Gregory takes Desna to the beach before the event with Dean. And he goes out onto the beach. It's a beautiful, picturesque thing. He gets on his knees. He tells her he loves her. He wants to marry her. And, of course, she says yes to the proposal. So she's on cloud 9 as they arrive to the strip club. Everybody's there. Arlene is there. Quiet Ann is there. Everybody else in the crew is there. And we're all excited about seeing Dean perform. Right before Dean goes up to perform, or when he goes up to perform, he turns around and leaves and goes off the stage. Now, Polly stops him in the back, and she gives him a pep talk about, letting his light shine and, blind these bitches and going out here and show them what you got, because you got it, boy. And so he goes out there and, he does his thing, child. And, I was thinking this man been acting for about 20-something, 30. He been grown since I was a kid, okay? So never in his acting career did I ever, and I'm sure he never thought he would be crawling on the ground being an autistic stripper, child. But here we are in 2018. I remember him from Eyes. That's why I mostly remember him is from Eyes when I was a kid. Even though I've seen him, he's been in a million things. You know what I mean? So, like, he really he does an amazing job playing Dean. Like, he went from anxious, scary in the back to like full-on male stripper, but still a little, like, you could tell he was still Dean, But Dean got out there, baby, and pumped it, okay, honey, and hit it on that ground and hit it in a circle in the slow motion, honey, and did a body roll, baby. He had his sock and everything in his drawers, and he was giving it to us. He was giving it to us raw, honey. I said, Dean, you better do it. You better rip your shirt off, okay? Do it, Dean. Even everybody else, even Desna and Gregory was like, you know what? He good. He like low-key good. So I was proud of, I can't believe I'm saying I was proud. Is this the only show that can make a strip scene in a strip club look moving? So, yeah, that. Rolla is at the house with the baby. Now, this whole episode, he's been at the house with the baby and the wife because the baby is sick. I don't know if the baby was made sick on purpose so he wouldn't be available. I don't know if the baby was actually sick, you know, and he just couldn't get out the house. They just showing him trying to be a father. You can tell that he really don't love the girl, the mama, but he's trying to be a responsible parent at least and handle, you know, and help her. You know, when the baby is sick, you know, he could have just turned around and walked out, but he didn't. He treated her pretty good. So you can tell he's developing an affinity for his family. I don't think it's love for the Russian girl because ultimately I think he's gonna end up back with Desna. But I think that, you know, he's being more responsible and, you know, trying to be a responsible father and a more responsible person. They're trying to make him a whole person this season because last year he was just terrible, okay? So, yeah, he with the family taking care of the baby. So Uncle Daddy and them have been trying to call him all day to let him know it's about to go down, but he hasn't been answering the phone. And they're still unable to contact him. So at the end of the night, you know, Uncle Daddy finds Bryce and tell Bryce it's about to go down. Earlier that day, they get their crew together. And as Dean, Virginia, and a friend are walking out of the club, they see him go into the club. Schlotta is standing up there at the, she's singing, all by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Yes, okay. Giving you a good, strong Celine Dion. So he come up in there. The guys sneak up on him. You think they got to drop on these fools, right? They about to do it. It's about to be underdogs back on top. They shooting everybody. They killing everybody. But child, Schlotta up there singing the song, and they kill the man right next to her. She take his gun, and she pop, pop, pop. I mean, one by one killed everybody till she got to Bryce. And she shoots Bryce dead in his chest. It was like right off the heart. Your heart is like right here, okay? She shot him like right here. So I believe he gonna make it. I don't know, but I think he might make it. So she shot him, and Jen sees, you know, him shoot him. So they take him to the hospital. Desna is tripping. After they in the hospital, she starts thinking about, you know, she figured out she got played. That, you know, you told her that you was gonna talk only, but you end up shooting everybody. You ambushed everybody, and, you know, you killed everybody. So she realizing that she's gotten played or whatever, but they get Bryce to the hospital. He's not dead yet. Hopefully he won't die, but he's not dead. And this is why I think that Jen and him are going to get back together because, you know, near death make you have a whole different perspective on life when you almost die. And so I think that she's going to be by his side, and I think he'll get better, and I think that he's going to sit the fuck down somewhere, which he need to, okay? And I think that they're going to end up getting back. That happens. Desna is obviously upset about this whole situation, so she goes over to Gregory's house or to Schlotta's house. I don't know who house she was at, but she goes to somebody's house, and I'm assuming to, like, you know, vent her frustrations, either to talk to Schlotta or to get with her man. But she walks in the house and she overhears Dr. Gregory and Schlotta discussing her, talking about how he proposed to her and how she really think that he in love with her. And I mean, they were just laughing, and you can tell they just finished having sex because they were sitting on the couch looking, you know, freshly. Okay, he goes down to give him head. So basically, they got a plan together, Dr. Gregory and Schlotta. And I was so hurt for Desna, like, oh, Lord, I know I felt her heart cracking into 1,000 pieces to think that somebody plotted on you, played you, you know, made you fall in love with them, girl, let you meet their mama. And, like, I believe his mama is the real drug lord. That's what I believe, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. But that was a hard pill to swallow, honey. That was a hard-ass pill to swallow. So, overall, I thought it was a great episode. I feel like, catch this, dun, 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 I think Dean gonna end up cheating on Virginia. I don't think it's gonna be the opposite way around. I think that this newfound body and fame he got is gonna, you know, go to his head a little bit, and he gonna end up cheating on Virginia. But I don't think their relationship is gonna last. But it's crazy that they're the stablest relationship on this whole show, right? So that's crazy. I think that Jen and Bryce are going to get back together. I think that Desna is going to outsmart everybody. She's going to, now she knows she getting played, she about to regroup, okay? And I think that she is going to partner with Uncle Daddy and the crew, but I think that she's going to place herself in a position to where when they win this season, that she's going to be on top, or she's going to be, you know, one of the head honchos. Because like she said earlier, we're not going back to when I was doing all the work and not getting no promotions. We ain't going to do that. Okay, I think that Dr. Ken is going to keep it cute. He going to, you know, the Russians are the one that's going to get caught, and Desna is not going to be implicated, even though Quiet Ann did say Desna's name, and I was trying to protect Desna, which I don't know why she would say that. But, you know, I think that when Quiet Ann finds out about Arlene, then that's going to take care of Arlene right there. So we'll see what happens. But I want to hear what you think. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I know I've been gone for a minute. I know this is even late, but you know, I had, you know what I had going on. You know, I had the performances at the theater. They went fantastic. We're looking to do some more. So if you live in Houston, follow me on social media, and maybe, you know, I'll put out some more performances. I also booked the play for the Christmas time, so I will be busy in October, November. We started at the end of October, November, you know, that whole thing. And it'll play goes up in December. It'll be up all December at the Ensemble Theater. Called Christmas is Coming Up Time if you want to come see me live at 5, okay? So I just thank y'all for y'all patience. I know I'm raggedy in the summertime, but you know, it's busy. And I have my nephew this week, so I can't even be as animated as I normally am because I got a 12-year-old in the next room with me. So so we're getting ready to go to the pool now. So yeah, thank y'all for being patient with me and understanding that I have a life outside of here. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all of your friends. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me at whoisaprildawn, at whoisaprildawn, okay? I will talk to you guys later.